Test, test, test. Hey everybody, welcome in. My name is Josh. This is the Gaming Joy channel, and we're on Glenleathann, and we're working through our author intended challenge. Let's check this. Let me turn the music down. And let's check our precision farming stuff. Get those pieces. So we're going through and finishing off the lime and fertilizer on these fields. This is like the gap section that used to be in between the fields. So we're just putting that little bit extra fertilizer on the gap to make sure that it's giving us the best output possible. There's another one on this side of the wall, but I don't think we're not going to do that now because we don't even know what we're going to plant in there. Hey Luke, welcome in. Happy New Year to you and your family. We're having some fun on Glenleathann, getting back into the swing of things. Welcome in, welcome in. This. There we go. Like that, I think. So what? This thing is super fun, honestly. It's probably one of my favorite things I've added to the farm so far. I didn't even know about it when I started like collecting the vehicles for this farm. And then it came out like right before I started the series. And it's been a ton of fun, honestly. I love the tracks. The tracks are pretty precise. I'm a big fan of tracked vehicles normally, so I don't know, it's just a fun little vehicle. I feel like I'm driving around on a robot. And unlike there's a case version too, a case autonomous robot thing. But it's huge. It's like the size of a regular tractor. And I don't know, that doesn't seem fun to me. Right? You kind of like the smaller one for some reason feels way more fun. I don't know why. But it is fun. Welcome in. So I don't know what we're gonna do today. We got some rain. Actually, I'm gonna speed up time because the rain's not gonna stop until I think 3 or 4 p.m. And we don't have much to do. We could potentially look at some contracts. It's this kind of weird month where there's not much to do. We can make some money, but we could do a liming contract, I guess. It looks different. It does look different, the tractor. Yeah, it's just cool. It's, you know, it's something less same old as everything else in the game, which gives it, I think, a little bit of I don't know, pizzazz. I hope that it's actually a real thing, honestly. And I've seen like some documentaries on the autonomy and how like things like the job that I'm doing right now is actually a job that they're using these kind of robots for. Simple, you know, straight line things like fertilizing are being done by drone-sized robots. And they go out and they send 4 or 5 robots into a field. I think from the way what I saw is they'll send 4 or 5 robots into a field, each doing their own pass. And then once their one pass is done, they head back to their base station and charge or whatever. Oh my gosh. It does turn a little bit fast when you're driving it yourself. There we go, that's what I want. It's just a little bit, like, wonky at times. But yeah, like, they use these for, like, for watering crops, for fertilizing crops, for all those kind of things, like. And I think it's actually a really good use of the technology. They also have drone, and everyone loves flying drones, just because, you know, flying drones is cool. But I think in a farming situation, I think the physical drone that has the same connections as your regular tractor, I think it makes more sense, honestly. Just because you get to use the same stuff. You get to use the same equipment, same things. You don't have to buy special equipment that's only that drone unit can do. So I think it's cool. I hope it's real. I wonder if that grass field needs to be fertilized. Let's go check. So we're in March. There's not much going on. We have 2 fields that can be planted, only one of which we're gonna plant. And there's obviously a reason for that. Just gonna let me fertilize it all? No, it's already full. All right. Yeah, 2 fields that can be planted. We look at our map. We're talking about field 23 can be planted. It still needs to be tilled or whatever. 28, 29, that combo field. we can plant whatever we want in there. And I've been trying to decide what to plant. And for like the recipes that we need, I mean, it's all based on the productions and what we have to do for the productions, right? So we have this one for the potato. So we're going to have to do potatoes somehow. We're going to have to do sugar beet somehow for the biogas plant. And then we're going to have to do, where is it? Sugar beet here for the sugar beet cut sugar. We haven't done that one yet. And then we have to do sugarcane sugar, which means we're probably going to have to plant sugarcane. Now we can do potatoes and sugar beets in the fruit greenhouse, provided we create enough seeds, fertilizer, and herbicide, which is kind of what we're doing right now with this factory, which is doing pretty well. Seeds is currently turned off because we're low on herbicide. So we may, and herbicide is created from what? I forget. Slurry and manure and methane and digestate. So herbicide just kind of creates slowly, but it's being used for a lot of things. It's being used for all the greenhouses. So to use it also for seeds is tough. But we do need some more seeds. We might just buy seeds instead of using this recipe. Not sure yet. Where's the other one? There's one more here that I was thinking about that is really going to be a pain in the butt. We need to do the sugar beet cut. We can cut it here in our factory. So as long as we get sugar beet, we can cut it here. Pig food is going to need corn and sunflowers. So we need both corn and sunflowers. Also, this is the one that's going to be annoying, is chaff. We need to create some level of chaff. So we need to plant and harvest corn to be able to get both corn for all the corn stuff and chaff. So we're gonna have to do some chaffing, which means we're gonna need a forage harvester. And we can do technically sugarcane with a forage harvester. So I haven't decided whether or not to dedicate this little field to sugarcane, which might be a good idea, or to buy property somewhere close by and dedicate that to sugarcane. I don't know, but sugarcane takes forever to grow. It takes 15 months to grow. So I plant it soon, whenever I can plant it. Let's look at, I haven't looked actually. Sugarcane, I can plant sugarcane right now, but it's not going to be ready for a long time. But we do need the sugarcane. But I don't know if I want to dedicate one of our farm fields to sugarcane. I mean, there's nothing else for us to do this month, so we might as well, right? Now let's check our equipment, actually. That's the next thing to do, is check our equipment. So we also have to deliver some manure. Manure needs a delivery. So we're going to need that. Here, park. And I'm going to jump through course play and clear courses. So a couple of courses on the map. They're just sitting there. All right, so we've cleared all our courses. And now we gotta... We have hay in this trailer. Didn't realize there was hay in here. Let's go dump the hay out. And put this trailer away. Wonder why I left hay in here. Probably because I filled this thing up. Alright, let's put this away. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome into March at Glenleathann. We are having fun with our challenge. By the way, I updated the totals. The checklist. And we're up to 26 out of 70, which is pretty good. Considering we're not even a full 2 years in, so we've already gotten 30+% of the overall goals done. So that's good. we're doing good. We're tracking well. And a lot of the stuff right now, we're just waiting. Like one of the goals, if we look at our productions real quick, one of our goals is for the wood, right? All the stuff we cut down. And the clothes, like we want the clothes to process through. It's just processing super slow like it always does. And that's going to take forever. But the other one is the wood. So the furniture, we're making furniture from wood and from planks. So we've made all of our planks, and the furniture from wood, again, running super slow. So this is we might have to do something to bump up the speed here, because this is going to take 5 years to process through 500,000 liters of wood. Like, it's going to take forever. And it's going to become a bottleneck. So I'll have to see if I can speed that up just a little bit sometime in the future. But today, not much to do. Maybe we'll plant that field and we'll deliver some slurry and milk. Our milk, the dairy is running really well. We got a lot of the stuff, half the stuff at the dairy already done. Right now what's left and needed is all the extra products that we haven't brought over yet, such as sugar and strawberries and stuff like that to make, what are we making at the dairy? We have to make yogurt, so we need strawberries for yogurt. And we need, and the chocolate one's already enabled. So we need strawberries for this one, and we need soy for this one. And we haven't delivered any soybeans over here. So soybeans is probably the next field and crop that we're going to plant, other than sugarcane. But sugarcane, we kind of got to get going soon, because it's going to take a while to get done. But one harvest of a sugarcane field should be enough to get us what we need to continue. Now, the manure is being used over here for this thing. So we're just delivering it here. It's being used to create the herbicide and stuff like that. So again, so much stuff going on, but we're using it to create herbicide and fertilizer, right? So we need manure constantly in here. And then the other place we need to deliver one more load of manure is going to be over at the BGA. The BGA is also one of our goals, to be able to get through all of the productions at the BGA. And we need to deliver a bit more manure over there as well. So we'll do that in a second. Well, welcome in. I hope everyone had a great Christmas. Luke, did you have a good Christmas holiday and New Year's holiday, I hope? For us, we had a very chill New Year's and a big Christmas family gathering, which is always tons of fun. Lots of food, a little bit of white elephant craziness with all the adults, which was just always exciting and always entertaining. But always a good time to see and visit with family, which is just really good. Looks like we're actually going to be take out all of our manure. Let's look at our cows, how we're doing for food. We got a bunch of chickens. I'm waiting for these to get to the next stage, and then I'm going to sell the males. But in each pen, looks like we're getting close to the total number we need. One more set of births and the chickens should be done. The other thing we need to do today, which isn't as obvious, is we need to deliver eggs to the bakery. Now the bakery is a production we just got last time, and it's got quite a few recipes. And the way the bakery is set up on this map is most of the recipes require dough. And so the first thing you need to make is dough. And the next thing you need to make is, so let's actually, what am I doing? Let's do this. We're going to go here to, yeah, the digester unload point. Go. So he's going to go deliver that there. I'm going to go back over to the farm. Start moving some slurry. Oh, which one's the slurry tanker? But yeah, we got to get those eggs over to the bakery sooner than later. And I don't know how many we have. We should have a couple pallets of eggs by now. But in all honesty, it's not going to be enough. Because we have so much stuff to make. So let's bring this thing over here. And at least get this thing filling up with slurry. Whether we do anything with the slurry or where we go with it, I don't know yet. But we'll get... Whoops. We're just going to drive through here. Hey, cows. Oh, look, we got plenty of pallets of eggs. That's nice. And of course we have more slurry than we know what to do with. I believe we have 1 billion liters of slurry or something close to that. Cow. Yeah, 2 billion liters. 2 million liters. I almost said 1 billion. 2 million liters of slurry. And 642,000 liters of milk, which is a little bit of milk. And I don't know if this auto drive is going to work, but I'm going to tell him to do stuff. So we're going to go... We're going to have him deliver slurry for a little while to the BGA. So we're going to go to the digestate, load, slurry unload. Oh, wrong one. Slurry unload, and we're going to come here to starter farm. Cow, slurry load. Slurry, go. Now he's going to go do his thing and have fun. Oh, all right, Luke, thank you very much for hanging out for a little bit. Thank you for being here. Have a great time at work. Be safe. And we'll go from there. And I think this route is now blocked by the eggs. Let's check. Hey, Tony, welcome in. Glad to see you here. I need to move these. This route is no longer egg compatible. And go. I was inside the slurry thing for a minute there. We've got more of this than we know what to do with. But we need this trailer. So we're gonna steal the trailer. We don't have a better delivery vehicle yet. I'd like to get one. I'm trying to find a good one. Anyways, this is our only pallet delivery vehicle for now. I'm thinking of getting one of the Tatra 6x6s or 8x8s with a flatbed on it and seeing how that works out for delivering stuff. I love how the number of chickens that I see is only like 20 but I have a couple hundred chickens. Let's not have the loading filter on. Oh. All right, we have our eggs. We're gonna go deliver that to the bakery. And instead of trying to do some kind of weird turn, I'm just gonna drive through the cow barn again. It's like a mini highway. Cut across the farm. And you're gonna go to the bakery unload point. Go. This guy's done. Good job. And that actually, if we look quick, because we left it turned off, the manure, we need to get this up to 300,000 before we can be considered done. So we still have some more manure to deliver, but everything else is going good. And actually, we're running low on silage in our digesters, so that's good. Because I think we have some more in our barn, we can always deliver that over here. So actually, you know what? I think we have some right here. So I put these in here, right here, this little magical storage shed right here at the biogas plant. And as you can see, we have 163 bales of silage here. So if I just do this, start, we have all of these silage bales. Then since the digester's empty, we can just move them over here. And these are all from doing contracts, so that's why they're the big 180 bales. I mean, it's pretty simple like that. We could do this with a vehicle or an implement, and actually we could probably just because the wheel loader is not doing anything else, we can put a big like shovel on the wheel loader and just have him push stuff over. That would be more realistic. Let's do that. Oh, we're at the bakery unload point. Sweet. Let's undo our straps, and the bakery will slowly take in all of the eggs we're delivering, which is great. I am making progress, Tony. That's a great question. We are at, where's my checklist? We are at 26 out of 70 things done, and we're only March of year 2. So we're doing pretty dang well as far as I'm concerned. Lots of very good progress. And we're going to get it done, I think. I don't think there's going to be any risk of it getting done. It's just a matter of how much frustration we go through in the meantime. Let's do this. You. Almost. But we're getting there slowly. The next big thing is actually the stuff that I don't want to deal with, which is like stuff like sugarcane and sugar beets. To actually complete the challenge, we're going to have to handle those things. And those are not fun things to handle, so we'll get there. So let's actually leave the bucket here. And I know you're not supposed to drive the wheel loader across the map, but he's not doing anything else. I'm going to leave him with the silage fork and let him use that to push the bales. See how that works. We're going to have him go to here. Go. Have fun. Oh, look, he's folding it in. What a nice little AI worker. That didn't work out. I think I left those bales in his way. And he just drove through them. That's good. So I actually put these little storage sheds here. It makes doing contracts really easy. The way I like to do contracts, especially grasswork contracts, is I like to, you know, accept a bunch of contracts at once. But then even if you accept more than one contract, it doesn't always complete the contracts in the order that you deliver them. So sometimes you end up like finishing a contract for a field you haven't even done yet. And then sometimes when that happens, you don't have access to that field anymore. So what I'll do is I'll deliver stuff here, leave it here in the storage building, and then just push it over. And so I put one of those storage buildings here, and I put one of them here because these are the two main places we deliver bales to. And there's also one over at the animal dealer. And it just made it easier so I can just kind of... I don't have a ton of bales sitting around on the map. They're into a bale storage, which makes it pretty easy. This place is kind of blah in the winter time, huh? There's not much going on. The weather's kind of... One thing I could do, if I got lucky, and I haven't looked yet. Let's look. Actually, I could potentially buy farmland that has the crops in it that I want. So, canola's right here. We don't need canola. We will need corn, which isn't on the map at all. There's no sunflowers on the map either. Soybeans, no. Potatoes, no. So, oh, look at that. The lights came on. So even if we wanted to, we can't because it's not the right season for those. But that's fine. So once this guy's done, I think we're gonna tomorrow, because it's getting dark and we have the time set at 120. How do we do that? Because it's getting dark, we're gonna go into tomorrow, which would be March 2. And remember, we're in 3-day months. And we're gonna do something weird and plant sugarcane. Brennan, welcome in. Nuclear Salmon, welcome in. I saw your live stream, Brennan. My apologies for not making it. I was getting ready for my own live stream, so sorry about that. Looks like you're having a lot of fun on T-Bone's map. Which I can't wait to be released. That looks like a pretty cool map to play around on. I actually spent the last couple of days, for whatever reason, I got a bug in my head about like South American maps. And I know I have the Piramberis map that I still have to do my kind of let's play thing on. But once that's done, I don't think that's the way I want it to go. It's not the way I want it to go. And so, but I was thinking of another, just to have fun. And the one thing I find about South American maps, and I don't know if you guys find this as well, but there seems to be a lot of South American maps that are, and I keep finding them over and over, that they look really, really beautiful on the surface, but then when you get to playing them, they're just unfinished. Like I saw one the other day, which looked awesome, and like it was exactly what I wanted. It had a bunch of downloaded mods, but whatever. And it looked really great. It had extra crops and all this kind of stuff. And then I started up a new game, and none of the fields are defined. Like it has the shape of the fields like painted onto the ground, but there's no fields. Like the field dimensions, like this circle is like on a layer on top of the map. And what you see on this map is just the numbers, but there's no actual fields. So this part wouldn't work. And it was like, what, still? Sorry. Sorry. Thank you, Tony. And I keep finding these maps that like would be a lot of fun to play, but they're just not done. And I've gotten to a point where I'm not really willing to go in and try to fix them anymore. Like, I don't care that much. And that kind of sucks to say, but, you know, I just want people to make maps that work. And it's weird to me that people release maps and then you see them on, like, King Mods or whatever, and they've got thousands and thousands of downloads. Like, the one I was looking at, the one I was talking about, had, I want to say 11 or 12,000 downloads, which is a lot for a map. But oh, I can't do sugarcane with this. Can I do sugarcane with this one? 11 or 12,000 downloads, but those downloads are like, why would you download it if you can't play it? Like, the map was literally unplayable. Okay, well, we can't use those planters, so we're going to have to rent one. And that's fine. Alright, let's go sleep for the night and get in the sun, and then we'll rent a planter, and then we'll plant our field. As usual, rain again. Let's lease a sugarcane planter. Sugarcane technology, right? Uh-oh. I think I broke it. Not the stream, the game. The game, like, totally, like, froze out. Okay, so we have sugarcane stuff, but we don't have a planter other than this one, and it's only 2 meters wide. Seriously? Let me see. I think I have something else. I think I have this one. Yes, this one will do sugarcane. It's gonna be an arm and a leg to lease it though. 9 grand. Ugh. All right, fine. Yeah, no, I have the one of the ones I use a lot is the GL something 680, 690, something like that, multi-planter. I use that one a lot. But hey, Nuke. Brennan raid inbound. Awesome. I use that one a lot, and it's a pretty good planter. It's not a bad planter at all. It's just I don't have it active. I wasn't planning on doing sugarcane, honestly. We need seeds. We can get seeds on our farm. I think this is going to replace our seeder and maybe our planter. I forget whether it does both. I think it does. At some point, we're going to replace both of the ones we have with this one. This is an 8-meter, I believe. With a much bigger tank, which makes it much more useful. And the benefit of this one over some other types of planters is the big problem with like the potato planters and the sugarcane planters. They're all using the potato planter. Oh, apparently this has fertilizer, but I can't figure out how to fill it. Oh well. But I will be replacing those other ones with this, because this just kind of does everything and it'll be one device. But right now, we're saving our money for either land or a harvester. Bulk boom. What is that? Is that how I'm supposed to load the fertilizer? Wrong button. But the problem with getting this is you can see we're struggling with this tractor. It's a little overpowered for the tractor, I think. Let's check. It might be too much. 240 horsepower. And I think our tractor's close to that, but not completely. It's funny, I didn't do sugarcane for any, like, I'd never do sugarcane on any playthrough, and then, like, the past 3 maps I've done sugarcane. Doing it here, I did it on Calmsden, I did it on the crew challenge. I just wish it grew faster. It just takes so long. And oh my gosh, it uses a lot of seeds. I should have filled up all the way. This planter, seeder, uses a ridiculous number of seeds. You see that? We barely did one headland. We didn't even finish a headland and we're already empty. Granted, I only had a half a tank, but still. Alright, well, I guess I'm getting more seeds. So we have the horses here, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm not doing anything with the horses. I'm not going to ride them. I did get the horse helper mod, which is something that you can get actually on Mod Hub. and set it up so that it'll work with the horse pasture thing that we have. Normally it only works with horse barns, but I got it to work with horse pork pasture. Yeah, it's just, I mean, this thing only holds 4,000 liters, and I didn't change anything other than make it colorable. And this is a giant's asset, actually. This is the Bordeaux cedar planter. The only thing I changed in it is to make it multi-fruit and make it black, essentially. All right, let's... Oh my gosh, it goes down like 20 or 30 per second. That's insane. I want to figure out what this arm thing is here. Turn off cedar, fold cedar, close cover. Like it has this bulk boom arm thing, which I'm assuming is for like loading seed into the cedar. Wouldn't it be awesome if that actually worked? That's what I'm assuming it's for. It's just sitting there on the cedar. Wait, do I have automatic application rate on? I do. So the automatic seed rate, the seed rate is being determined by precision farming, so I can't really control it. It lifts big bags. Yeah, it should. If Giants had done their job and actually coded it to lift big bags. But it's just decoration. On this version. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. I think it's cool. I think that the idea of it, if you could actually use it to lift big bags, would be really awesome for like immersion or role play. You know what I mean? I think it's definitely a cool idea. But you'd have to like turn this into like both a cedar and a crane arm. And I believe that would probably be a pretty complex mod or change. All right, I'm gonna have to buy something to bring here at the side of the field, because this thing is getting emptied too fast. So let's do this. Let's come here. Let's buy a couple pallets. And of course, we're going to buy my pallets because they're appropriately sized. They're going to be expensive as hell. Ouch. Buy. Yes. Let's see if this works. This should work. I'm hoping. Yes, it does. I don't know why I drove away without actually filling up. That was kind of dumb. Because I'm not going to make it all the way down and back. Hey Keith, welcome in. Sorry, I was commenting on what you said, but I didn't actually say hello. Hello, welcome in. Thanks for being here. We're just in a chill night, and we're just having fun with this weird thing. Now, this is again a Giants thing, but if you look, the tires are making the correct tracks for the main tires, but the side tires are ribbed tires, but they're leaving like a treaded tire track, which doesn't make sense, because that's not how it would work. I mean, at least it's leaving tracks, I guess. Can't complain too much. I keep hitting the camera button. So I did have a little bit of a break over Christmas, which was nice. I had a couple days where I didn't have to work full time. I got a lot of recording done, which was fun. I got some cool new stuff added for Middleburg. The next episode, I just have to finish editing it. Actually recording and editing it. I got 2 more episodes recorded for the Split Mountain Ranch Breakfast Challenge. That one's actually almost done. I'm almost done with that challenge, which I'm very excited about. But it's filling up every time. Now we are obviously getting the sugarcane planted. It's looking good. And then we should check our precision farming to see how that's doing. Yep. Seed rate is standard for these, apparently. pH looks good. Nitrogen looks almost good. Doing pretty well. How the turnaround will do. Oh, that's a horrible turnaround. So how is everyone's vacation or break? Tony, are you starting to feel better? You were, voice was a little hoarse this morning. Sorry about that, buddy. Miffy. Broken. Oh, sorry, Tony. I hate when that happens. Took a 10-day break from mods. I've taken, like, I haven't done any modding in Keith in, like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks. Like, not anything serious. Maybe longer. I'm trying to finish up a bunch of content, honestly. I get more excited about the content than the mods lately. I'm not sure why. I have a bunch of mods that I want to finish and submit to Mod Hub, but I just don't have any desire at all to do them. Oops, wrong button. I mean, Keith, the question is what's there left to do? I mean, last I saw it was pretty well done, right? Lots of stuff. Lots of little details, right? It's always what it is. Yeah, nitpicking things, exactly. It's always the little details that get you. Trying to make sure it's perfect. I feel that. You'll get it soon enough, Tony. All right, there we go. We did the unbelievable, and we planted sugarcane. I know it's not, like, it's probably not at all regionally accurate. I don't think anyone would plant sugarcane in Scotland or wherever we are. But, you know, I'm going to leave that thing there. Come get that with the trailer. All right, we're done with this planter. We'll eventually actually buy one, but we're gonna need to save up some money first. It's 180K. It's not that much. It's a very good planter. I love how it works, and it's very solid. But for now, we're just gonna return to the shop and get on with the day. Returned. Dropped. We haven't checked the sales in a while. Wonder if I'll get lucky and see one of the tractors I want in the sale. Nope. Not lucky. I haven't seen the big rig in a while, and I think I know why. I think I just kind of set myself up for failure on that one. Alright. Yeah, I set myself up for failure on that one. I sent both of these vehicles here, and so one's just parked behind the other one, not doing anything at all. Alright, so let's see if this logic works. Can we... Wrong button. Here. Just spawn 25 pallets of silage. Or bales of silage. And then can we use this to just push them? Yeah, it looks like we can. If we get a running start at it. Alright, fine, I'll pick them up. Gosh. Which one? Oh, wrong way. I'll push this one. At least they don't have to be, like, specific. They could just kind of get close to the trigger. Wow, I'm so good at this. It'll actually take 6. Now, if you see some of them are disappearing. Right? They're disappearing and they're going back into the storage thing. It's not that big of a deal. That's why they're disappearing. What I want them is to disappear into the digester. Well, that was awesome. So I just put 50 bales in. How much does that actually equate to for the digester? I want to know. Not enough. What it really needs is a blade. A big pushing blade. I bet there's something in the CSE pack. And it'll be super cheap because said pack is super inexpensive. Do I not have the CSE pack on here? Yeah, I do. I'm just not seeing it. I don't have the CSE pack on here. I thought I did. Oh well. Levelers. See, these are not front loader tools though. I've actually never looked at this, so Eh, guess not. All right, let's try just doing like 6. This is not working. Six does not work. Well, if I do it like that, I guess. Alright, so good. You guys are talking in Spanish? I think. I don't know. Oh, that worked. That was pretty good. All right, last load, and this is boring. I'm sure you guys are not enjoying this at all. Lift up slightly. Well, that actually works. Sort of. Alright, well at least that guy's mostly full. Leave him here for now. And the last thing to do is to fertilize that field, or actually roll it. So we can get our fertilizing robot back out. These can go over here. Real quick. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. It's my fertilizer robot. And this robot is the only one that can make that corner without hitting things. And we're going to go counterclockwise for fun. Oh, I actually don't need to fertilize this thing. I just have to need to fertilize that center section. Sweet. We can jump through to the next month then. Hey Rusty, welcome in. Thanks for dropping in. We're using our fertilizing robot. Peak of technology here. This thing is probably my favorite tractor recently. I don't know why, but it's awesome. It's just, whoa. When it's driving properly, it's super fun. It goes off the rails quickly. All right, and then the last thing we're gonna have to do is roll that field. Because it's the only chance we're going to get ever, because it's a regrowing crop. So we got to roll it now. Or it's just not going to happen. Oh my gosh. Just in the one day, our wool is almost full again. Nope, wrong way. Hey Rusty, by the way, I didn't get to see the end of your stream, but congrats on finishing your breakfast challenge. I'm actually getting moderately close to finishing mine. I think I've just kicked off the productions for the pancakes and the donuts. I think I'm getting pretty close. One, maybe two more quote-unquote episodes to record, I think. And we'll be done. That one was kind of fun. That map is actually... That map, though, so we're talking about the Breakfast Challenge on Split Mountain Ranch, and it's actually a lot of fun to play. It's one of those maps that is... It's very simple, but because of that, it's kind of like... Your imagination can take it as far as you want. It's got... There's so much you can do with it. And I don't normally play maps that are very square like that. Like the square-ish fields usually turn me away. But I think because that one's so customizable easily, that it made it a lot of fun. And I've done some of the same thing that Rusty's done, where I'm like, just for no reason other than the fact that it's there, I'm merging and creating these massive fields just because, like, I don't need to. It's the challenge, that part of the challenge is essentially done, but I'm just creating these massive fields because it just, to me, it feels better that it's massive. And whenever I run out of money, I just go cut down some more trees. Because there's so many trees on that map that you never run out of trees to cut down. I guess is part of the idea. There we go. We're almost done. Once we do that, we'll jump into maybe April. See what April brings. We don't have any more farmland, so if we want to plant something, we're going to have to buy some more land. And which may be tricky, considering we don't have very much money. Let's check the bakery, because we got to get this thing going. We got to at least get the dough going. And I don't have yeast. I have flour and pasteurized milk, but no yeast. So that makes making dough hard. Question is, how am I gonna get yeast? Because yeast is a byproduct here from making sugar, and there's 33,000 of yeast here that I don't even really need. So what I really need to do is get the yeast out of the dairy, but there's no way to get it out. I may have to jump into my save game and move some stuff over there to be able to get things going. Just because I'm like months off from making more yeast. Because the only way you can make yeast is with more sugar beets, and we don't have any sugar beets. So, yeah. If only I could use the 1.3 million liters of sugar beets that I have on Split Mountain Ranch. Oh, you know what I could do? Is yeast viable? I've never tried. You know, isn't there like somebody might know this. Is there a mod to be able to buy individual ingredients? Is there a mod for that? Like, I know like for some stuff like the BGA or like the pumps and hoses BGA specifically, you could buy like manure and slurry and stuff like that if you didn't want to, if you couldn't produce them. But I feel like there should be a mod for doing that for regular production buildings. So when you get into situations like this, I really want to make this dough, but I don't have one of the ingredients. Can I just buy it? Well, it would make a good mod. Maybe somebody should write something like that. Not me. Because I don't have any time. Needs rolling. Did I get everything? I thought I missed a spot. Yep. Alright, we're good. Sugarcane is done. And we can jump into the next month. We should probably get rid of the wool first. Hey, Kobe. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. We're having some fun on Glenleathann. We're going to head into the next month, I think. Once I return this and make sure my wool spawn point is not super full, even though it already is. And next month I think I get to mow the grass again, so at least that'll be something to do. I love the camera collisions. It's so awesome. Makes me so happy. Not at all. How's the slurry doing? Because I know that guy's been working. Slurry, he hasn't delivered jack. Still 1.9 million liters in there. What's that truck doing? He's been delivering slurry for like 3 days now. He's like super slacking. Hey Hey, J Meister, welcome in. Thanks for being here. We're in March in Glenleathann. We just planted sugar cane, actually. We don't have a forage harvester for the said sugar cane. We are not going to use the in-game harvesters because those are just dumb. Or rather, they're not dumb. They require 2 people. Very much like the platinum expansion stuff. And I don't have time for that, so... Alright, there we go. We're full. Another 24,000 liters of wool. That tailor shop is going to have to really kick out some... We're going to have to, like, really push that thing to be a little bit faster. We might have to have the Calmsden guys come in and take over for them. Because they know how to do things fast. That Calmsden tailor shop people, those are... They're smart. Alright, I gotta figure out what's going on with this delivery guy. He's not listening. And he should be doing stuff. But he's like, not. What are you doing? Don't tell me the BJ is full. Because if he's just sitting there trying to unload while the BJ processes, that would be dumb. And that would have been my fault. Yeah, BJ is full. All right. All right, well, that was my own fault. Wonder if I can sell slurry. If I did, this would be the place to sell it. Sweet, selling slurry. Just I don't feel like driving all the way back with it. It wouldn't let me join my Discord? Mine? It's an open Discord. You try that one. Wow, I made $1,500. That was not very much profit at all. We should set up a route. Yeah, just message me directly on Discord, Jmeister, and I will make sure I can get I'll give you a one-off invite, or at least make sure that invite link works. Not a problem. I think what I'm gonna do right now here in game is we're gonna set up the auto drive connection, because that's really what it is. It's just a connection for our farm production, so I can auto drive deliver slurry and stuff like that. So what we're gonna do, gosh, I love the hills. Why is it that I love that hill? That hill is epic. I don't know why. I keep going onto maps and being like, why can't I have hills like this map? It's a lot of flour there, just sitting there. Oh, you sent the invite over, Keith? Thank you very much for doing that. Whoops. Whoa. Total jackknife. Alright, we'll deal with him, with this Mr. Wool, in a minute. I just keep wanting maps to be hilly like this. But everyone seems to want to make flat maps. I did find a, what were we talking about? I did find a South American map that was not super, that was relatively hilly. It's a relatively new map actually called Sino or some Sino? Alright, so let's go here. Let's record. Add a point. Load. And then stop recording. We're going to make it single directional. And record. And stop recording. All right. Do here. And this is the best way to make these corners. You do something like this. So this is one directional. And you do like this. And you roll the mouse wheel like that. And then you do this to here. And you roll the mouse wheel like that. So he'll swing out. This is a new point. This is the farm. Unload. Done. Now he can go both ways. Straighten this line out right here. It's fine. We're going to connect this. Connect that. Move it up there a little bit. There we go. And there we've created our route for our farm production. Perfect. And now we just do this. Default farm production unload. Go. And now this guy should be able to follow that course and deliver slurry forever. He'll just loop it and keep going, which is really awesome. All right, and then we gotta jump into our map. Look at that map, it's all green. Oh, that's all weeds. That wasn't exciting. As exciting as I thought it was. All right. This guy, he's got some work to do. Yeah, it's honestly with the splines, a lot of the splines, I do it somewhat quickly, and I know that it seems like I'm doing it very quickly. But I've been working with AutoDrive for almost 2 years now, and it took a lot of practice to get it right. And it's all about key combinations. Like when you're moving a spline point, you're using your right mouse button and not your left mouse button, which is kind of weird. It just feels odd, right? And it's just not intuitive. You do some stuff with your left mouse button, and some stuff with your right mouse button, and some stuff with the middle mouse button. Like, and so it's a matter of like learning which buttons do which and when to use each. And then there's also like a ton of like keyboard commands. So like to create a new point, you're holding down Alt and clicking with the left mouse button. Did it? Here, let me punch it in the face. I just turned the camera on and off and it stopped. Look at that. Hold on. You. Face cam. You. Properties. Yeah, it's totally frozen. I don't know what it is. I'll just turn it off. Thanks, Keith. I paused. So I'm back to moving again. The stream looks like it's still going, so I'm going to leave that around. The camera, whatever. I don't know. OBS is being dumb. But anyways, like with the auto drive, it's just weird. And so what I did is, if you look in like the little help window here, right here, it tells you what those key commands are. And so I just leave that open when I'm learning. And now that I've memorized it, I don't need to keep it open. But it's all about like that when you click and then the order in which you click, and like when you're moving points or editing points and stuff like that, it's all about order, and you have to do things in a certain order for it to work right. Hey Chad, welcome in. Thanks for being here. We are not doing the right thing. Hold on. Is he actually unloading? Is he actually unloading? Yeah, he is. Sweet. Good job. That auto drive driver is actually working. For the first time ever. Whoa. I'm going to drive through the front of the supermarket. We need to go pick up all that flour. There's a ton of flour that's sitting out front of the grain mill. We have to go pick it up. Bring it over to the bakery. Bakery's going to need it. And then I need to figure out some way to buy pallets. What I actually think probably the smartest thing to do, and the thing that's most logical for the pallets we were talking about earlier that I needed to buy the yeast pallets, is I'm just going to put them in the store. I'm just going to change the flag in the pallet definition file that says show in store true. And then it'll show it in the store and I'll be able to buy it. Simple as that. I might even create a multi-buy thing to be able to multi-buy it. And I'm going to do that for all of the products, or all of the ingredient products that are on this map right before I crash into the flour. Because, you know, it just makes sense to have that stuff buyable. Oh, I think we actually have exactly one trailer load. Look at that. Exactly one trailer load. That's pretty amazing. That's fancy. I've done it on a 4X map for sure, J-Meister. I wouldn't recommend learning on a 4X map because you'll get overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that needs to get done. I would honestly suggest learning how to do auto drive on like something small, like something super small, like the White Farm or something. You know, like take a really small map and start with a fresh auto drive with nothing on it, and then figure it out. And then the other thing to do that's also is look at the auto drive guy, right? And there's a bunch of other people who do auto drive courses. But take someone else's course, install it, and then practice modifying it. And here's the key is since you're using someone else's course, if you modify it and you completely mess it up, copy and paste it into your game save folder again and just overwrite the work you did. And that's the best part, is that you fix something, make a backup copy of it, drag it out of the folder, make a copy of it on your desktop or whatever. And then if you mess up, you can always just drop it back in. And auto drive is pretty good about like finding holes in the course. Like if you look at the menu here, see how it says AD debug, right? And right now there's a point in here, 2-1, wherever that is. I don't know where that is, but somewhere on the map, there's a bug in the auto drive course that I downloaded from the auto drive guy. There's a bug somewhere. I don't know where it is. We can go find it if you want. It's pretty easy to find. And then, but every time you load up the game, it looks for bugs. Every time you load up a course, I should say, loading up your save game, it looks for bugs in the course, in your auto drive course, and then marks them like points that aren't connected to stuff. So if we do this and we go here, it's going to drive to wherever this point is. I don't know where it is, but let's find out. It might be something dumb, might be something smart. We'll figure it out live. I'll show you how to fix it, because I've spent a lot of time fixing auto drive courses. I did an auto drive course for... What was all that? There was a ton of stuff. Did you see that as I was driving by? There was a ton of stuff stacked up outside the dairy. I don't know what it was. It's a lot of stuff. Is it chocolate or something? Hold on. Let's look at our time-saving stock check and see what it says. Whoa. Pasteurized milk. We don't have very much. Chocolate. We have, whoa, 20,000 liters of chocolate, and it's going to be the best price to sell soon. That's cool. So I think we're actually farther along. Wait, we have 20,000 liters of chocolate total. We need 30,000, so that's almost at our like number that we need to get to. That's pretty cool. So we're getting close on that one. Let's turn on... So we're back to our debug, what we're trying to do. Where is it? There it is. It's over by the horses. So there's a point here somewhere in the course that auto drive has detected is a faulty point, which means that, usually means that, and the number 2_1 tells you what kind of faulty point it is. And it's in the auto drive documentation about like how to deal with each type of failure. But if we look, you can see this is the auto drive course. It's a kind of a mess, and a lot of it's a mess because the auto drive guy always adds in like multiple courses for doing silage unloading. But if we look, okay, stop moving. So here's this point, COS 2,1. It looks like this point right there is a bug. And so I can see the bug right away. This is a reversing line, and then this is a bi-directional line in between the reversing line and the regular course. That shouldn't be there. It should be like that. And so now I can just go in here and delete to 1 and it's fixed. Yay. And that's all you have to do. But yeah, definitely try it out on another person's course first before you start, and then like add pieces in for yourself, like add sections in or add a new production building or make a new field and add the auto drive like loop around the field thing. Like just do small stuff initially, and there's plenty of guides on it. I think FSG has been putting out some guides recently. Where's the Farmer Cop? I don't remember. Somebody's been putting out guides recently on auto drive, and I could show you, but those guys will do it better, which is the reason why I haven't put out an auto drive guide. Haha. Let's sleep through to the 3rd day in the month, and then we'll see what April, and then deal with our productions, and then see what April holds. Okay. As we can see, we have plenty of wool, as usual. Da, 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 da. What is this guy doing? He got stuck. You know, I was thinking about it. I never actually checked to see if those pallets are in the store. No, pallets. Maybe I'll put pallets of yeast in the store, so I can get through my playthrough. You don't need these. Let's see how the farm production's doing, and then we'll move on to the next month, because we're just cruising along here. Plenty of manure, plenty of slurry. One thing I do want to do is turn on these. I want to get this one on. So we have plenty of stuff. We're going to buy some seeds and deal with that. But right now we're going to activate strawberries on all 3 greenhouses. Activate strawberries in all 3 greenhouses, then we're going to go buy some seeds for the greenhouses. And then I think we'll go to the next month, because there's not much else to do. And then next month we'll be calling it for the end of the stream soon, actually. But next month we'll be doing, I think, mowing, maybe some productions, and then cruising through the summer. The summer is actually kind of boring in Glenleathann. Until we can harvest, we don't have anything to do other than mow and do contracts. And I'll do contracts off stream just because we got to get it done. Whoa. Sorry. Because contracts are going to be what allows us to expand. We're probably going to expand into this field, these fields over here on the left, and these fields over here on the up on the other side of the hill. That's probably where we're going to expand into, just so we have more space to plant stuff. We don't really need to plant any more cereal crops. We have pretty much everything. Honestly, we need corn and sunflowers and soybeans. And all of those things are going to need to get planted in the next month, so it'll be a good time to buy fields. And then hopefully by the fall, we'll have enough money to buy a new harvester, because the harvester we have is good, but it's not very large, and we want one that is very large. And this opening is much too small. Buy some seeds. Thank you very much. At least we're getting it at a discount, right? $6,000, 20,000 liters each should do it. Let's do 40,000 liters each. I'll fill up again. So 67, gotta go to 27. That's the plan. It's been raining this entire episode, I just realized. Like almost the entire time. Plenty of rain on this map, for sure. So let's think. $13, so I need 53,000 liters to put them all kind of even. I think. Is that right? 40 in each. So I need 53,000 liters, roughly. Close enough for bank work. I'm going to leave 40, put the 40 in the last one, and then we're going to set the strawberries on distributing. Actually, I should do that now before I forget. Distributing. And the only place that only thing we need strawberries for, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure is the bakery. So the bakery is the only one that accepts strawberries as input, except maybe the cereal factory, but we don't own the cereal factory, so it's not going to deliver there. Yeah, the only thing that accepts strawberries as an input is the bakery. Wait, is that true? No. Both the dairy and the bakery need strawberries. So we're going to get strawberries in both, which is fine. And that costs an arm and a leg. But we got it done. And I don't think we've actually bought the grape processing unit yet because we haven't done anything with grapes. That's fine. Such a gloomy, gloomy month. How's our dairy doing on milk? That's the last question of the day. They're fine. I don't need to deliver any more milk to the dairy. It's cruising along. It needs a little bit of a boost, though. But it's cruising along. That was felt like I slid on ice. So I downloaded a mod that isn't loaded yet. And I don't know if it's worthwhile, but it's stuck in my head. I want to figure out a way to mow and collect the grass in the cow pen. I don't know why. It bothers me. I need to mow that field. So I downloaded one or two mods that actually might allow me to do that. Legit way, sort of. Let's see if it works next time. So next time we'll see if we can actually get into the sheep pen to mow it. because just because I want to. All right, how are we doing? That's all incoming. How are we doing on output? Slurry's good. Silage additive. We have a lot of that. Wow. We have a lot of silage. Do we need silage here? Oh yeah, I could use some silage too. Let's deliver some silage to the cow barn, even though it doesn't need it. And then we're gonna call it a night. I'm following AI around the map. This output pipe needs some help. Look at the size of the pipe. And look at the size of, like, the flow. It's, like, super small. Like, the size of that needs to be bigger, for sure. And it needs to be faster. Right? Am I crazy? How many cows do we have now? I haven't looked in a while. Oh my goodness. A bunch. And we have some bulls. 8 months old. Cool. Month since last birth, 3. Nice. We should sell these. Because they're not doing any good. Oh, I'm in the way. I'm blocking the slurry guy. Alright, fine. Sorry, traffic jam. Oh wait, I don't need to see this. Sorry, left the root on for a minute. You guys don't need to see that. Well, I'm going to finish up. I'm going to fill up the cow barn, even though we don't really need to, because the cow has so much food they don't know what to do with themselves. But what's our total on the cow barn is my question. We go over here. Our current total is 238 animals. We're supposed to get up to 2,000. I don't know how we're going to get to 2,000. I really don't. Like, I could come in here and buy more, I guess. But 60 of them is $126,000. That's like all of our money for another 60 cows. I think we're going to have to. And Farmer Murphy did some calculations on this. And I think I actually need to buy more cows, or else I'm not going to ever finish. And I think the sheep is the same situation, where I actually need more sheep. Or to make for the births and stuff. But I think the sheep are reproducing faster than the cows, so at some point I'm going to run out of food. At some point it's not going to be enough. I know that. It seems inconceivable at this point, but it's going to happen. But that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm going to sit here and fill up these things, try to use some of the stuff we're producing for our animals. Make sure that the sheep are full on hay. Make sure the cows are full on all the stuff to make TMR. Maybe fill up the horse pen. Do they need food? Yeah, they're still totally fine on food. So the horse pen's fine. Cows are fine. Sheep are fine. We seem to have a lot of sheep. I don't know how many we have. Let's go look. Actually, I want to know. I think we have over 1,000 sheep at this point. Considering how much straw are not. Yeah, we have 1138 on sheep. So technically for the sheep, we should be able to finish off the sheep this year. Hopefully we'll have 2,000 sheep, and we can then sell the sheep, or we can keep them, or we can sell most of them, or I don't know, something. But that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm just going to fill up this barn, and then go to the next month. And so we'll start off the next month with whatever we start off the next month with. Maybe I'll do some contracts before I bring you guys in. But next week on Wednesday, same time, same place, 6 to 9 p.m. Pacific time. But thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Let YouTube know that if you're enjoying it. And I know I told you last week I was getting some videos out, but I'm still trying to get those videos edited. and get them out to you. We'll hopefully finish up the breakfast challenge soon, and then on to new things. Who knows what those new things are, but on to new things. That's going to be it for me tonight. I'll see everyone next time. Bye-bye. I still love that logo. It is such a good job. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.